Okay, so I'm in line to cross the border into Canada, and I've decided for Vancouver I'm going to do something a little different. Let's see, I have $20, $40, $51 in cash left in my wallet. It's a little scary because I still have 2,000 miles to drive home. But that's all the cash I have left. So, for my time in Vancouver, that's all the money I'm spending. I'm gonna try to do 3 days and get a legitimate Vancouver experience for $51. I hope I'll be able to do it. I'm not sure what prices on things are like in Canada. I'm stocked on food, so I don't really have to worry about that. I'll probably allow myself one hot meal a day, just because, you know, every time I walk by cooked food, it smells so good. So, that's the plan. $51, 3 days, Vancouver. Vacationing on a budget. Wish me luck. Alright, I'm here in Vancouver. First stop, currency exchange. Time to find out what my $51 is worth here in Canada.
Your receipt, 20, 40, $66.
Okay, $66 Canadian. Let's see what I can do with it. I figure the smartest thing to do is walk around these shops and look at all the stuff I can't afford. Okay, so I spent $9 on sushi, which is not bad. I got a 16-piece California roll, happy hour special. $9 including tip. That'll be my meal for the day. Alright, I'm back in the van. I stopped and bought this shirt. Vancouver Sun Run. $1 at the Salvation Army. So there's my Vancouver souvenir. Only $1 spent. That brings today's total to $10 so far. Not bad. So I'm here at eSpot Billiards and Internet Arcade, whatever. It's basically a PC cafe. And I'm just gonna play some League of Legends. It's been about 3 weeks since I've played, and I know this isn't a uniquely Vancouver thing that I'm doing here, but it's a good way to kill 6 hours and hang out with my friends back home, in a way. So, that's the plan. Alright, so I spent the night in Richmond, British Columbia last night. I was out here until after midnight playing League, and I didn't realize there was such a huge Chinese population here. So that's pretty cool. I woke up this morning, I parked next to this park last night. Woke up this morning and there were a bunch of people doing Tai Chi in the park, so after I ate breakfast I went out, meditated for a bit, and then did the 2.5 minutes of the Yang family short form that I have memorized. So that was pretty cool, a lot of good energy here. That kind of made me want to check out Chinatown, so that's where I'm headed first. That's like 30 minutes away from where I am right now, but I'll try to find parking down there, walk around Chinatown, downtown for a little while, and then probably after lunch head up into the mountains just north of the city, and maybe do a little hiking, check out some views from there. All in all, should be pretty free, unless I find some sweet stuff in Chinatown that I want to buy. We'll see. Chinatown, Vancouver. The biggest in Canada, and probably one of the coolest Chinatowns I've ever been to. Checked out the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Chinese Garden. Beautiful views all around. And this guy cultivating his chi. After that, I went to look at the Han Dynasty bell, which was notably quite missing. Not sure where it was. Okay, I'm in Chinatown. I just spent about 30 minutes in an Asian market just looking at stuff. I came out with a belt, which I've needed for this entire trip, and the cutting board for $3.10. Not a bad deal. No Chinatown trip is complete without dim sum. And I wanted to stop and get something at the bakery on the way out, but there was a bit of a miscommunication with my food order, and I ended up spending $20 on lunch. I mean, it was good, and I'm full, but that's like a third of my budget. So, done eating for the day, done shopping for the day. I'm gonna go check out Stanley Park. I didn't. Instead, I walked around Gastown. A bit of a touristy area. Not much going on that I was interested in. Bad news. Man down. Shut the f... Had my first casualty. Yep. Apparently I don't know how wide my van is. I was driving past a parked truck. My mirror caught his mirror, and yeah, I mean, at least it was just a fisheye. You can go pick up another one pretty cheap, but that sucks. There were bikers around, I was trying to be conscious of them, and so just be aware. Shit happens. Okay, had to buy a new fisheye. $5.60. That cuts into my budget. Today is just not a good day for saving money. But that's how it goes. Still plenty to do for free. Here is the original mirror. And here's the new one I bought. Slightly smaller. Oh god, that's gonna bother me for a while. Alright, so more bad news. Checked my oil, and I just had to buy a quart, or a liter up here. And it cost me a little over $6, which is more than I'm used to. But, I mean, that's the cost of keeping the van running. So there goes 11 unexpected dollars today, on top of my Chinese food mishap. So really I spent like $20 more than I intended to today. I have about 15, 16 bucks left. Just gotta last me through tomorrow. Make it work. Alright guys, I caved last night. I spent the night in the Kitsilano neighborhood. And I went and got falafel. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I really wanted hot food. There's a legendary Mediterranean food place, Al Basha. So I went and checked it out. Spent like $6.50 on falafel. So I have $2.90 left. It's day 3 here in Vancouver, the last day. With my $2.90, I'm gonna try to pick up a magnet for my magnet board that I'm starting here in the van. And then that'll be it. I'm gonna check out a couple more sites, Stanley Park, who knows what else. That might be it, honestly. And then it's time to head back to the States. I'm heading into Olympic National Park today. First I'm going to make a stop by Bellingham, take a shower there, and maybe do some editing. Can't really stop at a coffee shop here because I can't buy anything, so I don't know how quickly I'd get booted. I guess it's worth a shot, but yeah, what's the difference here, there? So anyway, $2.90 left to pick up one last souvenir and head home. Okay, slight change of plans. I decided to, instead of going straight to Olympic today, spend the night in Bellingham. That gives me a little extra time to explore a little more of Vancouver. I just spent like an hour at this little skate park. I was all by myself, so I was having a ton of fun. Just trying new stuff that I wouldn't normally try if people were around. Got some new tricks, so that was cool. So I'm gonna head over to Stanley Park, walk around there for as long as I need to. Probably be in Bellingham this afternoon sometime. Take a shower, spend the night there, and then continue on to Olympic. Sound good? Alright, I've just got a bit of bad news. It's pay parking throughout Stanley Park. So I'm going to make this a bit of a guerrilla trip and hop off, take a few quick photos. Did my accent just change like midway through that? Anyway, I'm gonna park here, hop off, take some pictures real quick, and then I'm out. Probably go to Kitts Beach. It's getting pretty hot out. Go for a swim in Canada before I head back to the States. That's the new plan, and it's free. Okay, here it is. I've seen Stanley Park. I took my quick guerrilla tour of Stanley Park, looked at the totem poles, and came back to this. Thanks. Fuck. Got a parking ticket. I was here for 2 minutes. They're quick here, guys. Don't try to park in Stanley Park without paying. So instead of, I don't know, however much it costs for parking, I now have a $40 parking ticket. I guess I've paid for parking now, so I can walk around Stanley Park. What a bummer. It's not the way I wanted to do it, but I guess it's happening. Try to call the parking office and tell them I didn't have enough money for parking, and by the time I came back from the machine, yeah. I'm over budget, but at least I can pay this with my American money. Save my $2.90 Canadian money for a magnet. Pretty disappointed right now. I guess that's what happens when you try to sneak around. Alright, still here in Stanley Park. Just made lunch. Probably just gonna hang out here and eat. Decided not to go to the beach because I realized I only have one towel. I don't want to get it wet with ocean water and sand and crap. So, here I am, posted up in my $40 parking lot. Okay, so I'm stopping at duty free right before the border because I have $2.90 left, and I doubt there's anything in here for $2.90. There it is. But there's currency exchange, so I don't know what I'm going to do with $2.90 Canadian once I get back to the States. So worst case, I get a couple US dollars out of it. Best case, I find a magnet because I didn't stop for one, but we'll see. Alright, here it is, my last Canadian purchase. A muffin. $2.25, leaving me with 65 cents. I got some change left, no big deal. They had magnets, but they were $2.95. 5 cents more than I have before tax. So, here it is. Thanks, Canada. It's been great.